And you found Bob. Good job, guys. We found Bob. Oh, hopefully I'm on the right account. That's fine. I'll look at what account I'm on later. Hey, I picked it up. Yes. Oh. Choose a screen. English, please. I speak English, eh? I have not played the Stanley Parable before. Until the computer is just barely visible. So I will go a little brighter for chat. Who is making Discord noises at me? I shall put that on to Do Not Disturb. Okay. That looks good. Current time. (7:01 p.m.) Note, accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Hey. Oh, that's cool. All right, let's begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-wrenching,
Yeah, it's so hard.
Stanley
So
relished
hard.
every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
That's caused so
And then one day,
many
something
problems.
very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
Yeah,
he
it
got
seems like
up
he
from
forgot
his
to read
desk
an email
and
saying that
stepped
work was
out of
done
his
for the day.
office.
Oh, okay. Settings. Audio. Let's just turn this down just a tiny bit. Okay, video. Sync off. Yep, yep. Hi. Controls. Looks good to me. All right. I hate Mondays. All right, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Am I just short?
What did it mean? Stanley
How
decided
short
to go
is
to the
Stanley?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, Mr. Memo.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That is an old operating system. Wow. It's pretty sunny out. Very sunny. What are they doing? Is it like the way I zoom in? No. He's tiny! Oh, Stanley. What the heck? Access. I will remember that. I have a feeling I might need that later. He's just a wee little
When
man.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
On his left. But what if I did to the right? Okay, chat, here's our choice. Do we follow the narrator first, or do we immediately just start being problem children? What do we do, chat? Go left. Okay. Went to the door
This
on
was
his
not
left.
the correct way to the meeting room, and
Dang,
Stanley knew it perfectly
I know.
well.
Yeah.
Perhaps
okay.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Why was I
just to
thinking that was
admire it.
left? Yeah, it's fine. I don't know what the heck happened there. My brain farted.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Coffee nut? Why is there so many papers on the floor? Who's just been throwing around papers and cups?
Yes, really, really worth it being. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I gotta keep you on your toes somehow. Door on his left.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Alright, back on track.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
Go
there.
north. There's no jump. Stanley doesn't know how to use his knees. Using slides to show employees that everything is okay. Make sure your site has a slick blue graphic on the header and throw some bevel onto the text. Whiteboard manager. To do, synergize core value expenditures, shift global market paradox. Monetize free to play. Sounds good to me. Ooh, it's a broom closet. Nope.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Upstairs.
his boss's office.
Okay. You're the boss. We go upstairs. Wow. Executive bathroom. Where's this go to? This is some boss, eh? We had coffee stained yellow carpets down there, and like he's got velvet walls and stained whatever.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
What's this?
What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was
Something.
that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Remember
Stanley
that.
happened
2845.
to input the correct code by sheer luck.
2845. I have
Amazing.
paper.
He
I
stepped
became
into the
prepared.
newly opened passageway.
Give me a moment, narrator. 2845. All right. Probably need that later. Thank you, chat. This way. We went from super fancy back to drab. What the heck? Okay. Guess there's only one way to go. Yeah, usually. See, red light's gone away. It's all good now. Terrible. What? Lamb-shaped
Descending
butter?
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
The juice is wearing off. Oh no.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape? He needs more spice. Get the man more spice. We must be good. He said to go to the mind control facility. So we go to the mind control. Escape? Do we escape? What do we do, chat? Run away! Run. Okay.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Keep going, Stanley. It's okay. Imagine going back.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No!
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Chet said so. Chet said to go. Yeah, let's go! Whee! Hey!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye, narrator. I have escaped. Yeah!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
2 narrators. Huh? Oh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
There's 2. Oh.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Corridor. Office layout. Glorious. Good job, guys. Nature paintings. Stanley's computer. You should know by now, chat. When you're with me, there is no fourth wall. The fourth wall is gone. Filing cabinets. Very nice, very nice. Thingamabob. The office. Good doors. Buttons. Good job, good job. And we'll find a way to break those soon. Office computers. Employee database. Nice, nice. What's this way? The boss's office. Office clock. I don't know how.
Spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party?
Underground. Lounge. Narrator.
When Stanley came to the lift, he traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end this injustice forever.
Find the narrator. Let's go find him. Off we go. Because currently we're being left with another narrator. I don't like this one. She sounds mean. Where's my snarky narrator? Maintenance room. YouTube. Warzone. Early development. We just decided an ending where Stanley would end on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. Really shortly after starting to build it, when it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Well, I gotta become a member first, a Twitch member, before I'm able to do that, unfortunately. Because I can't give my own emotes. What? Narrator emails? Huh. It's just spam emotes? Oh, pineapple on pizza, chat. What is... Okay. What am I supposed to do? Stanley only has... Okay, you can crouch, but you don't know how to sprint and jump? Oh, when I press my mouse button. I just got an achievement called You Can't Jump. Seriously, you can't jump because I keep trying. Oh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
What is this? Do I flip it on? Shut it off? I touched it.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Let's go again.
But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Okay. Oh, I made a choice. And we're back again! I don't know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Go to the meeting room. It's a strange day, don't you know? Very strange day.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The left. Yep. To the left. To the left, to the left. The meeting room. Anything change?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Nope. Let a ball up inside you. Take out passive aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more, and then continue. Sounds good to me. Oh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Alright, back on track.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I say we follow him one more time before we could go completely off the rocker.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
No.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Really?
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
What if we... That's just a black abyss. I feel it. Is there gonna be something over here one of these times? There might be. We'll go the way he wants this time. That's what we will do.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Straight ahead.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself.
Oh.
Did he have the strength to
Oh.
find out?
I'm escaping. Mr. Narrator Man, what would you do if I just jumped off right now? I don't think that'd end very well for me. Your mom, not the mom. Cameras.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Numbers. Well, looks like we'll have to try that. Maybe? Touch the button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep, sounds good to me.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
like a toddler.
it. His own
Toddler
life
size.
in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls
Buttons.
labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
2. Oh, there's 3. Is that 4 up there? Can I have a flashlight, please? It's a little dark. Plot twist. It's the narrator the whole time. That's a big screen.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Oh. Just turn it off. Big old button.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, Even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness.
Is it like going into the
Perhaps his
floor?
goal
Yeah, it's going
had
into
not
the floor.
been to
Okay.
understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he
Ooh, is that my
lives,
house?
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Very
It was
nice.
perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the
I
cool
can't.
breeze
I can't
upon
explore.
his skin,
I want to go to the house.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was
It's his
happy.
father. Oh my goodness, the theories. Hey, we beat the game. Good job, guys. Good stream. Alright, now let's mess with the narrator as much as we can.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I speak in computer clicks.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but
Ooh.
it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Be quiet, narrator. I'm touching things. And you can't stop me. Could turn off all the computers. What you can do about that, narrator? I'm turning off all your computers. I'll do what I want.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I waited here? What if I just sat here? What would he do? Can't make me move. I could just sit here and never move again. North. I got it. Good job, guys. We made it. We did it! I'm gonna go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
No, let's
lounge
turn off the
first,
computer.
just to admire it.
I'm going forward.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie if you're lying. Right now, stop. Triple. What is... what's over there? A window. Okay. What's this door? We need a key card. We need a key card, chat.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the
Why go down
story has
there?
been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Nope.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. What are you gonna do? Tell me what to do. I don't think so. I'm gonna do what I want. I'll jump off next. Oh.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Do we walk through the red door? Or do we walk through the better blue door? The blue door. That's what I figured, chat. Hey, chat. Purple door. You can't forget.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
The blue door? Yeah, the blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Yep.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yep.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is
Welcome
what
to
you wanted
D&D.
to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
Dragons.
What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Dragons.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
All right.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
All right. Let's go down the orange door.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
What do we think, chat? 5? What do we think? 3? Yeah. You know, I'll be nice. I'll say 4.
Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Clearly there's something here that speaks to you. If I
Yes.
can be honest here, I really don't have any idea where I'm going with this. This whole third door thing was just a stab in the dark. But I guess you're into it, so let's keep this party train rolling. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
All right. Oh. The leaderboard. Nice. Nice. Are these actual statistics or is this just someone going for it? Random numbers. I have a feeling this is just random numbers. Alright. Now, chat, here's the thing. Do we go through the orange door, the right door, or the left door? Because we have options now. He's not making us do anything. We can do whatever the heck we want. The orange door. Right door? Orange, right, chat. South. We can't go south. There's no south. We're stuck. Down. There is no down. Chat. Right door. Up. West. I'm going through the orange door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Nah.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Alright.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect.
Let's
Let me
go.
boot it up.
Let's go.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly
Dreaded baby.
confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh dear God. Has anyone actually played this for 4 hours? I might do that one night when I'm just bored.
You heartless bastard.
Yep.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing
All
that
of the
might
above.
improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
Okay.
It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
All right, let's go.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Yay.
Aha! Fascinating.
This is literally just
What
Fire
do you
Lookout.
think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep town.
No, this is just
Perhaps
fire,
for some sort
like
of
fire
twisted,
watch.
erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Let's go. The Minecraft door noise. Okay. I wonder how much of the game is actually here. Probably not much. Oh, wow. I went the complete wrong way. Yeah, it looks like The Long Dark, but it's a game called Fire Lookout. It's like it's a game I've seen played before. I don't remember exactly what it is.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What can't be? It stuck me in Portal after the baby. Oh, you went to play Portal? That's cool.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No! No!
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No
Hole.
right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we are...
I want out. I see freedom.
Out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Okay.
Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
What game are we? North! Go north!
Hey, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh. Rocket League?
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Where's my car?
Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Where's my car? Narrator. I need my car.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack.
Give them to me.
Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
What?
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must.
I can't run.
Okay, Stanley,
My
here's
legs.
the ball. Have fun.
Hey! Give me the ball. This is a giant ball.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Hold on.
Up.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
I
How will
failed.
you write a story
I
without
fail.
me? You can't do it. You
I
know
can't get
that.
up.
Stanley, come back.
falling and I can't get up. Well, round around. Ooh. Can I pick up this wrench and beat the narrator? Or the one other narrator? Yeah. Oh. Oh, hey. Oh, gosh. Chat, we fell into the back rooms. Oh, no. We're in the back rooms, chat. Stanley, what have we done? We've gotten you stuck in the back rooms. Ah, good luck with that. I got stuck in the back rooms. Oh, hey, there's a light. That means there'll be a- wait. Ooh. They always do. I swear, everything goes to the back rooms. Ooh, computers. 427. Narrator! Oh, narrator! I'm stuck. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I got stuck in the back
Or if
rooms.
he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
1987 or 1983. Alright, next time I get a chance to put in a code, we'll put that in. Hey, look at that, chat! Let's go!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I need to touch the buttons. Touch, touch, touch. That's saved. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's going up. So I need to do that 3 more times. I could do that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The left door. We have many things we need to try in the boss
Yet
office.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Yeah, I'll take my time. So, chat, how's the week going? Work, school, anything fun? We had some time. Get to know the chat, all that good stuff. We're just gonna wait for this guy. I wonder how long his resolve is. Grab the wrench. Look at that low poly broom. Is that a staple gun? And new laptop. Really? I will probably have to play this in my own time because
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, overalls are nice. I'll definitely be playing this in my own time when I can have the patience or the ability to just sit there. Okay, walk into the office. We'll go down next time because we have 3 things we want to test in here. So we walk into the office.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad, Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Next to the door and leave? Alright. Well, let's just go quickly do this. I wonder if I can do something about jumping off. Because I jumped off. I had got to the rails. I wonder if I can jump off. In the control room?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
What do you
door
do if I
with
do that,
red
narrator?
mind
Just jump
control
off into the
facility.
abyss? Ah. Whee! Bye, narrator! Oh.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content?
Yep.
Always more content, more, more.
You
And I'm here to
whine
give
like
it
a
to you.
mule.
I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section.
Yay.
You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Yay.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty
but
good.
Now it's an ending. Now it's an ending.
It does kind of like a lemon
I
demon. A little bit.
believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job,
Oh.
you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good
This game is
job,
also
you did
amazing.
it.
Worth the
Good
money.
job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
It is so
Good job,
snarky.
you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Yeah.
Good job, you did it.
Yay. We're back at it again. Do we just sit in here? Or I should probably do that when I'm not trying to cater it, trying to get people to watch. Because, yeah. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wasn't this right before? I could... Yeah, this is different. We had to go this way before. Okay. There's no input computer either. Yeah, I was like, wait, that's not right. That ain't right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sorry, guys.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's nothing in the filing cabinets. We can't open them. And Stanley's too short to see into any of them, except for this one.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, chat. We have a lot of options here. Alright, we're probably do the office one. Which we
And so he
just pop in.
through the maintenance section,
then-
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
So we're gonna do the office one where we go in, step out, and we're gonna go down the stairs. And then, however that goes. Wait, what are we waiting for? There's also this button. Turn left. Yes, this. Do we want to do this? The button. It's so glowy. I have to press it. I pressed it. Ah, yes, the button.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yep.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Fine.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
I wanted to go right. I was right.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I don't like being trapped in a cage.
Down, right, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Yes. Carbon poisoning. Ooh. Can I get in the car and leave? Stanley, now's a chance to get in the car and go. Climb the fence. I don't want to be here.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
I'm not looking.
Get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Wow, what a glorious day, everybody.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's my input computer? Not here. How dare they? Yeah, we're doing the office thingy.
When Stanley...
What?
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Nope.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
'Cause I'm better.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's go this way. Yep, internet never lies. Nope, I want to go this way. There's so many options! Oh my gosh! Oh. So many options!
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a
What?
shot. Why not?
No! Narrator!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Oh,
a
hush,
memo.
hush. There better be an achievement for touching all these computers every time. I want to explore, narrator. Oh.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Is something changing here? No, okay. Ow! Son of a biscuit. Uh-oh, someone had a spill.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Yes, magical looping block.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I like the blue. The blue's good. Blue's good. Oh, this works. Oh.
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Yep.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what?
He's getting amnesia.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I win.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not
thank you
one
for
of
the
those
follow.
situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay. Let's go. Oh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Hello, just remember to use an online name. Just remember, be safe. Follow the line. But the line doesn't follow the path. Follow it. Ooh, solitaire. Ah, can't play solitaire. Follow the line, follow the line.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Go ahead.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Check.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was
Okay,
going
follow
with
the
all
line.
that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
The hallway. Okay, we gotta follow the line. Amazing. We're following the line, chat. I use a variety of different programs. I'll tell you later. Why do we use OBS? It's amazing adventuring music is what it is. It's the line music. The line knows where the story is. Yeah! Ooh, plant.
Wait, cut the music.
What?
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important.
Remember this fern,
later in the
chat.
story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Looks like a fern to me. Very fern-like. Very good. Very good. Okay. Bye, rose petals. Looks very good. Looks very good. Very ferny. Yes. Very green. Is this good now, narrator? I think I can remember it. Yes. It's fern. Like that. Like that. Beautiful. Very good. Very good. I'm ready. Yep, the sides. Yep. Well, it looks good. I got it. I remember the fern. Where's
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
Yes.
Is any of this ringing a bell?
Just follow the line. Give me back my music. Oh, yay!
No,
We did it. Good job,
again, Line.
guys.
How could you have done this
Pat
to
on the
us?
back.
And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
To the line! Follow the line! Yay, we spoiled ourselves.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Yes.
Why can't we make up our own
Let's
story?
go through our own story.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable.
Yeah.
Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sounds good to me, narrator. Let's go this way. Yeah, I need the music back.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
Yes.
Just me and Stanley forging a new
Yeah,
path,
it did.
a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, okay. Okay. We're going down a hallway. It's all yellow floors that look like they've been used a lot with dirty
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
All right.
No lines or monitor rooms.
This
Just
way.
don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Yep, we're going this way then. We won't acknowledge it, Mr. Narrator. We're going this way. You said let's veto it. So we go back. Just like this. Right? No. Okay. That's not what we gotta do. We'll just ignore it. We can ignore it. I mean, I did technically ignore it by going the opposite direction of what it said. But okay. I will not follow the line. Let's walk past it. We're better than the line. I'm better than the line. Go away, line. We don't like you. No, we shall break free. Can't follow you that way. Haha, nerd. Ooh.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Yeah.
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay. Oh,
Oh, hold up, what's this?
the confusion ending. Deviate from the main
Confusion
room,
ending.
and in the monitor
telling
room,
me
narrator starts the game,
That's what
first
this
restart,
is. It's all one giant ending.
discover the
And
two
we're supposed
doors.
to restart the game what, eight times?
Has it really been 8
That's
times
really
already?
how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't
Find a
want
bookstore.
the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't
Support
restart
me.
the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we
I like
even
bookstores.
know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
I'm in a chair.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I totally
I'm not
agree.
quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do...
Well, it's still a weird Monday morning.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers.
It's a little
He
strange.
never
What do you guys
functioned
think?
well by
No
himself
co-workers,
and
none at
constantly
all?
needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Yeah, it's just a strange Monday morning. Looks pretty weird to me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, chat. Do we want to go see what happens if we follow the narrator? Yeah, we missed the memo of it, obviously. Or do we want to go, yeah. Yeah, let's go downstairs. I miss my adventuring music.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to
Telephone.
his boss's office,
Thanks.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Violet James, you are fired. What did Violet James ever do to you? My broom closet! Narrator, you took away my broom closet! I want to go to my broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
to the boss
his
office door
boss's
thing.
office.
Step in, and then out. It didn't do anything. We're going down. Oh, we're gonna get murdered! Ooh. What the heck does that say? Oh, hey, is that my car?
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Nope.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy,
Man.
why had he
Come
taken
in.
that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Yep.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe.
How did
he
I get the
thought to
car
himself,
down here?
Maybe I am crazy.
Through there?
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Oh my gosh,
Why
I
did
have no
doors
feet.
close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is
Lamp.
all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Yep.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
I want to fly.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Where have I been
How
smoking?
was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything
That's
that
just
I'm
your
doing and
consciousness, buddy.
thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Yeah.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
When's the narrator
that this
not
was
going
a
crazy,
dream.
though?
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
Press the buttons.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Wife?
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Yeah, we're okay. Just perfectly fine. Yep. Oh, nope. Not fine. One sec. I'm getting Discord. Okay, we're good.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I'm real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
I think the narrator might be projecting a little bit. I think... Yeah, he'll find our wife. Eventually, maybe. I think the narrator projecting is...
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this.
Time to play
so
as a
it was
woman.
only a moment that she stood there,
4
staring
meters could
down
come
at the
and
body.
kill them all. You never know if it's
And then
narrator.
she turned and ran.
They even called an ambulance? That's a bit rude.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
Okay,
mean?
we're back at it again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That was a weird one. Okay. New content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Ooh, I like new content. Let's go! Let's go! Look at it all.
Hello, and
Oh.
thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
We're slowly breaking the narrator free.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Mr. Narrator.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or...
Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right,
And yes,
finally,
this is for
at
real.
long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready.
Yes.
Let's do it.
The fourth wall's been shattered. There is no fourth wall.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Gimme the content, Stanley.
Let's go! Jumps! That jump
All right.
circle!
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Yo! That is... These are some miserable jumps, Stanley. Well, I'm gonna get all my jumps. I gotta jump. Get all my jumps out. Aww. Okay. I'm out of jumps.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Yes. Next shoddy elevator. Let's go, narrator.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is
Yep.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes.
Let's go.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm
Okay.
ready for whatever it is.
Random hallway. Are we sure these two didn't just fall into the back rooms and just now... Ah.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on
honestly
this?
have no idea.
I'm
I know
infuriated
it's a lot.
and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
Yeah, let's go
Just
cancel
you
them
and
all.
me having a great time together like always.
Yep, sounds good to me. Let's go.
What do you say, friend?
Let's go. Nope.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
1 sec.
I want to show you something.
Okay, we're going into the vent. I think I'm stuck. No, okay. I'm just really slow. Maybe I might do a second one. Narrator, stuck. Why is there a coffee mug in here? Narrator. You should know I suck at crawling. Come on, man. Really? Let me down! I'm coming! Whee! I don't think it's supposed to be this slow. I'm holding down W.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much
is as
better the
fast as I
Stanley
go.
Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
All right.
Take a look.
I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. I've tried so hard. My little legs, they don't work like they used to. they don't work. Mr. Narrator. My legs. My legs don't work. I need some oil for the knees. But, please. There's more vents. Mr. Narrator. You didn't think this out. You didn't think this out. And the fact that I can't. 1 second. Yes, you can say that. It's fine. Yep, I'm trapped forever. Ever and ever and ever. And ever for the rest of my life. Oh my goodness. Okay. My bot was yelling at me. I had to fix it. Yo, what's this? Am I dead? Oh hey, I'm finally out. Ooh.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
First dollar, nice. TVs. It's impossible to get this achievement. Don't play for 5 years. Wow. So that one you just get by forgetting about the game. I can't sit down? Fine. Is that a piano?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the
Why is
Stanley
there
Parable.
singing?
Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Don't let it go through your head,
It was
buddy.
literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Hour? That's it? You call him... That was... Minecraft! Why is there Minecraft? What's down here? Yeah, he just goes for it. That's what happens when you leave a man alone for too long. Nice lighting engines, all that good stuff. Your number is 29.
Here's another moving passage,
Okay.
this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is
Nice.
both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything
Yeah.
else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
Don't.
To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
What's this? Carpet textures. Good job. Walls. Okay, okay, okay. The serious room? Narrator? What do I do? Do I... Narrator. Narrator. Okay.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Can I come out now, please, Mr. Narrator? I'd like to come out. Oh,
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
God,
no.
Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Buddy, it's Steam. Ah, yes.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious
You trying
work
to
of
kill
art.
me?
I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh boy. He let it all go to his head, now he's gonna just get absolutely hammered into like a depressive state. Yeah, the way he said that was honestly hilarious. Look, it does a recommendation here, buddy.
Okay, let's
Right
see
there,
what
too.
this one says.
Right there.
Well, the idea for the game is good. For someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it, well, I always thought it did.
Yeah,
But maybe
just a
it
little
wasn't.
bit.
Oh dear.
But it's
What an
endearing.
awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
Uh-oh.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
This isn't gonna end well.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered.
Should we touch it?
No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for
He's
the
not gonna
people.
stop talking.
And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd
Why
say
did
it
it
was
ask for my
perhaps
time if
less
the
of a
clocks aren't set
rumination
to my
and
time?
more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Yeah.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly. And
This
you can
game's
tell
also
me what you
amazing.
think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you
I know
are,
what I have
or
to
were,
do,
or will be
and I
at
don't
the
know
time of
how
having
to
made said
do
choice.
it.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being,
Yeah.
then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've
Sorry.
ever been, making every choice to which you've
Do we
ever
have to
given
press
your
it?
great gift of mortal
He's not
and
gonna
yet
let us go
timeless
if we don't
thought?
press it.
Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make
I'm
you
also curious,
more
how
not
long of a
this kind
ramble
of person,
monologue
and in
does this-
fact do
did
the
they
very opposite.
actually record
You
for
see,
this?
it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time by virtue of the fact that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise
See
vibe
how good this
to
guy
it.
is at
But wouldn't
just
you say
rambling.
that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto. Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look. I have a method for exactly this sort of situation, and I do find myself in this situation frequently. I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other, in which case the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations.
Yeah, this
All
is the
right,
rest of the stream.
Here we go. Treatise, manifesto. 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 Treatise, manifesto.
Okay,
Treatise,
okay,
manifesto.
okay. Quiet.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling
Okay.
on, didn't you? But that's the power of the button.
Okay.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all
Okay.
over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of
Okay.
the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
Don't do that.
Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this
Okay, so
exciting
it's-
new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation. Yes, I think that's quite likely. Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping
Oh.
through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not
That was an hour,
unendurable
buddy.
by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button
Okay,
again.
just let me
I
outside.
think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that
Yeah,
led into this
it will
room?
definitely be a
I
short.
don't feel quite certain
Most likely.
there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please
Move on?
step away.
Okay.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Oh.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley,
was a
the
good
door
nap.
is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what
Do we
will
press
happen.
a check?
I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with.
Bug someone
And you
else.
think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moved. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
Where's the light
I've
coming
had
from?
so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year.
Oh.
Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire
A year?
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
How long do you think it's gonna jump now?
Months.
2
I
years?
lost it all in
5
a blur
years?
of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only
Yeah.
describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself
I'll
clearly,
see you in a couple
calmly,
years.
with a collected heart.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. How long has it been? Oh no! He's gone! Mr. Narrator, come back! I didn't mean it. Are you dead? Or did you just leave me alone? Are you ignoring me? Okay, I'm gonna press the button again. What is that insistent? No! Shush! Stop it! No! It's 547 years. Be quiet!
But they didn't understand
Oh,
the game
hey.
was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
He's
But
back!
Where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It
He's
wasn't
still
enough.
going.
They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness
It
to
seems like there's
examine
like
with
a fire
an
alarm. He's quiet again. Is anything changing? Why did he make this? This is not a good idea. Does the clock still work? No, it's been dead for a while. Touch the button.
The end is never the end. Is
Oh,
never
no.
The end is never the end. Is never
Oh.
the end. Is never 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 the
Oh.
end. Is never the 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 end.
He is not okay.
End is
We'll
never
just-
the end. Is never the end. Is never the end.
He's gone completely insane. That's what I've been doing every skip. There's like no crack, nothing to get out, just a button to press. If the narrator— oh hey! This is getting more and more wet. Are we underwater now? Let me back in! Let me touch the button! Oh. Okay, we gotta be jumping like 1,000 years at this point, every jump now. Light! There's light! Oh, there's light and the narrator's dead. It's just me. The narrator is very much dead. That or he's just gone completely insane. Oh, this is nice. Well, he's not talking anymore. So either he's dead or just decided he doesn't want to talk anymore. Oh, oh. Oh no. What is out there? Horror game, anybody? Oh, hey. Oh. Oh no. Oh my. I'm not doing the sand walk. Oh no, I'm gonna get eaten by a giant worm. It's Dune. We're on the same wavelength. So, do I just keep going forever? Is this just my life now? I think it is. This is just my life. And we're back. Again. Alright, let's go!
All of his co-workers were gone.
Hey,
What
narrator.
could it mean? Stanley
you done
decided
with
to
your
go to the
psychotic
meeting
break?
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What now? What now? New content? What boss double doors? Which ones? What is the boss double doors? Office? We tried that. But okay.
When
Well,
Stanley
actually,
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not
Hang
the
on.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
we'll do that in a
Perhaps
minute.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
There's
just to
one place I
admire it.
want to go.
Standing now in this incredible room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Now.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeet!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story
Okay.
and no one gets to tell him what to do,
There's one more
Stanley leapt
thing
from
over
the
there I wanna
platform
try.
and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Alright.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
I'll find him. Wait, that's the narrator's getting snarky of me. Oh, he's always been snarky.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the
He
meeting
sounds like he's
room,
getting
and Stanley
tired.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions.
Yeah, we'll
it's
check that door in a
incredible he
minute.
wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I mean, I am
realize that
hallucinating a
investing
whole
your
voice
trust
in my head,
someone
so-
else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
Do I
If you
answer
can
the
truly
phone?
place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Yep. I touched it.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Oh.
Gotcha.
Look at my wife.
Oh, come on.
Glorious
Did you
wife.
actually think you had a loving wife?
Hey.
Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying
That's
to make
my
a point
wife.
here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
My wife. Hello, my wife. We have a lovely
This
apartment.
is a very sad
Why is the
story
couch
about the death
in
of a man
front of the
named
door?
Stanley.
B?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
Oh,
He has a job
no.
that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
No, I don't want to.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him.
I will.
Except that he's chosen
Give me
this
a,
life.
tell me to press a button. No, I'm gonna press T. I can't. No. Let me press the wrong button. No. Fine.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Hello, wife.
Fantastic discoveries of new lands.
I think my wife is taller
It was
than me.
wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a
What's in the
reminder
fridge?
that none of it would ever happen to him.
No, I refuse. Let me out. Fine.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that
Yep,
one
good
day
wife,
while at work,
good life,
he
we're
stepped
good.
out from his desk
We're
to
set.
realize that
Tiny
all
apartment.
of his co-workers, his boss,
Voice in my head,
everyone in the building
sassy.
had suddenly
You know,
vanished
typical
off
Monday.
the face of the earth. The thought
Typical.
excited him
Typical
terribly.
Monday.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Yep. Can't argue with her. She's
As
just
he
a
wandered
mannequin.
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Wow.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game
Yeah,
with
we'll
a baby.
all be
And he
fine.
called it
We'll
the
be
Stanley
fine.
Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head
Yep.
he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell the wife I love
But
her.
there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Oh no.
And I'm trying to tell him this.
I am pressing the
That in
buttons.
this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Do I press it? You said not to do it, but the screen tells me to do it. What do I do, Jack? Do I touch the button? No! Okay. I'm just gonna sit here. And then we're good. I have semblance of control. Wow, we suck at crawling. What is that? 5th annual subcommittee meeting of internal revenue analysis for committees of the Royal Revenue. This concessions club. The committee hereby promises the following. All that internal revenue be reviewed exclusively. Fine.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press you to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make
No.
the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him.
We're
I'm compelled
going
to. I must.
crazy.
Perhaps, well,
Yeah.
maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. Alright, to the office!
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit.
The end is never
was
the
it a
end
sign
is-
of something?
Oh.
He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. I feel like the narrator is actually underneath all of this. Yeah, I have a theory that the actual narrator is underneath all of this and he's just like losing his mind. Alright, let's try that one thing before we do that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, office.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
He took away my broom closet. Then we go
Coming
up.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, so the double door's right there. Right?
Here's the door, just
No!
go.
Okay, stepped in. Yeah, I walked in slightly, okay. I'll just jump off. Okay. Gotta do it quick, okay. We'll get there eventually.
Stanley walked
Wait, I
straight
wonder what
ahead through
happens
the
if I
large
do
door
this.
that read Mind Control
I go
Facility.
through here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still
Then we
had
come back
every
this way.
opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'll heed his warning this time. I will, I will. I changed the color of my microphone. There we go.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Should we, jump off again? Or should we you know what? Let's let him have it.
The lights rose on
Let's
an
let him have this
enormous
one.
room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
No.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No to jumping off or no to the thing? No what, chat? I gotta know what you're saying no to. Don't jump. Okay. We'll let him have this one.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
It is a lot of people.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it
Okay, last time I
blindly?
pressed off for the thing.
No. He refused
Should I
to
do
believe
yes?
it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the
Alright, so
world?
we'll keep it on. Let's see what happens if we keep it on.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself? Is
Yes.
that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
5.
What all this means, I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
5?
not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler.
Touch everything.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want
Dark
to watch
blue
you for every
1?
moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's
I will
30
say this is a
seconds
pretty
you
good
have
song.
left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will
press
be
the 4.
laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Very good, very good.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Well, that's new. This is my office. I'm the boss. That's me. It's me. I'm the boss, so I should be able to go anywhere I want.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know if there's a way to win that level. Because I thought it was
Yet there
like
not a
trying to do
single
everything.
person
I don't
here
think there
either.
was. I think I was meant to
Feeling a
die.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided
Still,
to go
my
up to
thing's
his
closed.
boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
That's what I'm
boss's
trying
office.
to do. Okay, walk in, walk out. In, out. Elevator. Yeah, they close if I go in there. Huh. The music is whispering my name. Okay, is that it?
Here's the door.
Did I do it? Did I trigger it? Oh. What do I do now? Where's the boss? Is that it? The narrator's just gone? Oh, narrator! Come back! Don't leave me with my thoughts. Yeah, don't leave me with chat. They, Ooh. You are now leaving. Okay. It is oddly quiet. A rare ending. It was pretty hard to trigger. I had to be very quick. Do I have to go up 700 things? This seems like the type of game that would make me do it 700 times. Oh, hey, it's changing. Escape. Keep an eye on that door. Did I escape? I did. Is that it? Well, chat, I think that's a pretty good spot to leave this off. I do. So, I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I might do another stream of this. I might not. I might just play this recreationally for myself. But, I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.